We can do that. We know how to dream. We know how to see that kind of vision. The challenge is entering into it. And for some of us, it means putting down those things that have prevented the vision from coming to pass. And for some of us, those things that we put down are the things we cherish the most about being the dominant species in the most powerful nation on the planet. Again, like Reverend Kim read this morning from Barbara Marx Hubbard, the change in our identity that we have to undergo is from being the creature human, interested in survival and my stuff and me, into this spirit-inspired co-creator, interested in the intention of the divine. Last week I shared some words from Jesus from that part of the story on Palm Sunday on his way to the city as he approached the city, and he saw all the people there, all engulfed in their projections about who he is, all celebrating and happy, and he looked at them and he wept. And he said, if only you knew what things bring peace, but they are hidden from your eyes. Well, this Easter Sunday, I suggest to you that we know exactly what things bring peace. But we'd rather not know. Not right now. That's why I love the title of Vice President Gore's project, An Inconvenient Truth. It reminds me that there are times when we know, but what we must do, well, we'd rather not drink from that cup, because too much of us might have to die. And you know what won't die, though? That vision in us that we have of a peaceable kingdom. That vision we have inside of us of a world that works for everyone. That idea that you have for goodness and truth and happiness and connection for your own life, that won't die. And it will carry us unfailingly up to that which must change beyond our ability or power to prevent it. Yeah, so here's my adaptation of the famous Reinhold Niebuhr prayer. This is how I say it. Spirit's wisdom within me gives me the peace to embrace the things that I cannot control. And it's Spirit's strength within me that gives me the courage to change the things that I must. As well, it gives me the wisdom to know that there is a difference between the two. And so, I live one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, and that allows me to see hardships for exactly what they are. And it lets me take in this world as it is, instead of insisting that it be any different. And I am trusting that it is goodness that has made all things and made them perfectly. And that lets me surrender to what is, so that I may live in peace in this world and the next. Let us pray. Spirit is everywhere present, as inspiration, as wisdom, as creation itself, here and everywhere, above, below, inside, outside, ever expressing itself in this urge to new expression. And that is in us, each one of us. And today we are acknowledging that circle of life, that flow of change, and welcoming it into our heart. We find that there is a peace that surrenders into the flow of life, holding life gently and watching as an observer as it moves and changes and flows beautifully from goodness to goodness. And so by means of this prayer today, we are making friends with that part of our nature that is like Spirit divine, infinitely interested in newness. And so we are not lost, not awash in this sea of creation, but rather we are at home, safe, peaceful, inspired from within by this spirit of wisdom, so that it opens in us a compassionate heart that allows us to be beautifully effective for our close circle of friends and our family, and at the same time inspire in us those actions that we can and must take on behalf of our planet, to see clearly, to choose wisely, to think beautifully, and to do that which is right for us to do. And so together we hold this prayer lightly, understanding that it is by no act of will that we make things come to be, but rather that it is the free-flowing way of life. And we agree with it and welcome it. And I invite you to let the next breath you take be deeper than the one before, as we exhale into a moment of silence. And once again, a deeper breath, so that as we exhale, we may use that exhalation as the bridge building to the next part of our service, where we share from our resources as a community. I invite the ushers to stand, and won't you please take your gift in your hand and say with me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and prosper. It does good work in the world and blesses creation. Ushers, please receive the gift.